Okay, so now at this point you've made some calendars, you've shared them with the right people, you've made them public so that your students can see them, and maybe you've added some stuff to the calendars, maybe not. You're ready to embed them somewhere. That means you have to set up the embed code for the calendar. So let me show you how we're going to do that. First, let's take a look at one of my calendars. I think I'll use this assignment calendar. We'll sort of recreate this calendar right here, showing just the assignments. Okay, so I need to go back to Google Calendars, and I'm going to unselect everything except the assignment and the due date calendars, and click on the drop down box for one of them where I will find calendar settings. Why it's here, I don't know, not very intuitive. But under calendar settings, for any of these calendars, you go to the embed this calendar, and it gives you a very simple code to embed just that calendar. That's not what we want. Instead, we want to customize the color, size, and other options. So we go to this link. Okay? So we get to this same place here by using any calendar we want. Alright, here we can add a title to the calendar. So I'll just put Chem 302, and that changes that title right here. I can choose to display some things or not. Print icon on tabs. I'm going to take out the tabs. What the tabs do is allow them to change from a week view to a day view to a month view, whatever. Right now we're seeing a month view, so we're going to change that default view to week. The calendar list here, we don't care about them seeing that. They'll be able to see a list of the different calendars. I don't care about them seeing that, so I'm going to uncheck calendar list. Time zone, we're all using Pacific time, so I won't even show that. We can change the height and width of it, but I think this is a pretty good size here, so I'll just leave it the way it is. Choose which day of the week starts on. Doesn't matter much, but leave that to your personal preference. Does it start on Monday? Does it start on Sunday? Let's see what I did in my classes. Oh, we're not even doing that. We're going to show the agenda, so I won't worry about that. Okay. Back to where we were. Not the week view, the agenda view. Yeah, there we go. And now they can see. Let's get rid of these navigation buttons, because they can navigate this one real easily with the slider bar over here, or this drop down list will let them choose any other day they want. Okay, so far we've got an agenda view. We've got a pretty clean layout here, showing a title. You can write your own title in wherever you want when you embed it, so maybe you want the title, maybe you don't, I don't know, up to you. Default language is fine. I wouldn't change the background color or add a border. And now we choose all the calendars we want. So this is why it doesn't matter which calendar you go through to get to this screen, because you can just choose the ones you want. So I've got, see, I have different calendars for Chem 302 and Chem 303. I want Chem 302 assignments and 302 due dates. Choose that one, and now we've got the due dates in there too. Okay, that's looking like what I want. You could even change the time zone if you wanted. Now all I need to do is, I'll hit this button just to make sure it's update HTML, just to make sure this code is current. Now I'm going to copy all of this code in this box, and I'll go over to an application sort of like Notepad and paste it in. Now all I'd have to do is paste this into one of my courses to show this, so I'll show you here. Let me go to Chem 302. I'm going to go to author mode. I'll paste it right above that picture. It says chemistry. Okay, first thing you need to know, we're not working with this design, what you see is what you get type thing. No, we're working with the bare code, HTML, hypertext markup language, the basic language of the internet here. and I'm just going to paste it into the top. So when I say this and we look at it, what we should see is we should see the calendar embedded above that chemistry graphic. And there it is. I'm going to switch back to course view. And there it is. Okay. Now I'm going to get rid of that. Or I think I'll keep it there for now. Now you can write whatever you want above it or below it. Knock yourself out. See what I do down here. I put assignments and then this little key to the color scheme. Let me show you something else you might want to do here. Now, if you're going to embed this on the front page, I recommend leaving this the way it is because it'll just default to the current day. But let's say you want to put this agenda into a weekly starter or a weekly announcement. There is a way to tell it which date you want it to go to. And that is on this page right here. We have to add this string of text. And dates equal date 1 %2f date 2. I'm going to copy this. This goes at the end of the string that starts with HTTP and the iframe tag. So let me just show that to you in case that all sounds like Greek. Where were we? Here we go, back to HTML view. So this is an iframe. It's an internet frame. It's like a little browser within the web page. That's what an iframe is. What we need to do is we need to find this part, src, the source of the iframe, which gives us the URL starting with HTTPS and then the Google Calendar. And there's this long string after the question marks as title is this, an and sign, and then other variables that we're passing to the Google Calendar. So we find the very end, which is right down here, and we need to paste in the date string. So we'll replace date 1 with the date. Date has to be in the right format. Starts with year, 4 digits, so I'll put 2013, and then well, we'll make this June, so 06, and then we'll make it, I don't know, the 15th, 05. With this agenda, the second date doesn't really do much, but we'll add something here. 2013, 06, 22. That's 7 days later. Let's save the changes and see what it looks like. Now what we should see is instead of it starting on the current day, it should start on June, what was it, 15th is what we chose, and there it is, June 15th. And so you make that changes whenever you want to embed it into maybe a weekly announcement where you want it to start on a specific date. Okay, that's basically it right there. So what we did was we made an agenda calendar, really good for having a list of assignments. I'm going to take it out of this course because I already have a good one there. Let's see. And let me just go through what we did one more time. So we go to our Google calendars. We'll go back to calendar. We find any calendar we want. Click on the drop down, go to calendar settings. Ignore everything and go straight to customize color size and other options. This is what we want right here. Now if I want an agenda, I'll choose agenda. If I want to show a weekly view, I'll choose weekly view. I set it up so I have whatever I want students to see and nothing that I don't want them to see. I get rid of any distractions I think aren't absolutely necessary. Choose the calendars I want to be shown. Hit update HTML just to make sure it's current. copy everything inside this box, paste it all inside the HTML code on my pages, and that's it. Now I can change these two calendars that are being shown all day long in that one place on Google Calendars, and I never have to go inside my courses and update things. Alright, so in the next video I'm going to go through this process again, but I'm going to show you a weekly view of stuff.